All right, just a rundown of some of the things that's in the UNMS that I really like and use basically the whole system. There's a few things I haven't per se tapped into to utilize to see exactly what it does, if I even going to deploy it, them features or not, if it's even going to be relevant to what I want in my system. But here's the main front page of the network. It shows the outage, power outage, disconnected, and the ones that are good, up and running, and how many devices that have been discovered. This is in the CRM on the financial side, not the network side. This is the where you put your clients and set up what plan they're on and everything. And this is just one of the screens that shows you how much traffic you have had to come through your network in the last 7 days. So if you're on if you got a internet provider that you have to watch out for your how much data that you use per month, well, this is a nice little tool to have running that's monitoring the traffic flow in your network and from your router. Not everybody will use it, but it's nice to see exactly how much data is actually getting used throughout the whole network. This here is scheduling, like if you're going to set up to do a install or upgrade or any kind of service that you're going to set for yourself or one of your workers. This is the location that in the CRM that you could set up that appointment. Now, ticketing is if one of your clients has an issue and they log into the client's protocol or client's portal and sends a ticket that they're having issues. This is where that will show up. And then you can take that information and transfer it over to scheduling after you get up with the client and all, and set it up for one of your workers to go out and solve the issue that they may be having. This gets into the billing part, setting that billing will automatically be, the invoices will automatically be sent out, what time of the day you want it to send the emails out. Do you want to send it for 30 days and you get a choice of that, if you want to add taxes to it or not. Right there at the bottom, approve and send invoices automatically. You can have that on so you can set it up so whenever it's due date, it automatically just sends it out. This here online processing, we have that set up through the CRM system through, let's see, what is it, Stripe. We set all that up so it automatically sends an invoice and sends them also in the invoice a link where they can click and actually process it, the payment with a credit card on their end, and it will automatically send the payment to us and also into the CRM. And if they are suspended for some reason because of non-payment, when they make the payment, it automatically reactivates their system automatically. We don't have to actually go manually in and actually turn them back on. Try to turn everything automated. Pretty much way we look at it is, if you want internet, we'll give you internet at whatever speed that you want that we can actually provide consistently. If we can't provide it, we will not actually let you sign up for that package. And we'll have the system send you an invoice, you pay it, you keep going. Only time you really need to talk to us is if you're having a issue. So we try to make everything automated as possible. This here will be billing period. We always bill it forward, so they pay before they actually receive the service. So they pay on the beginning of the month for that month, not pay after. And the billing period starts on the 1st of every month. Notification to the clients whenever a new invoice is actually generated. Send the invoice even if it has a 0 balance, just for their records. And as soon as they make the payment, it automatically will send a receipt to their email so they can have it for their record. Send notifications of invoices 2 days before due date. We turn that on. You get to choose how many days prior to the due date. We have it set up that the invoice goes out on the 1st. It gives them 7 days to pay. 2 days before the due date, it will send them a notification that they have 2 days left. So the invoice goes out on the 1st. If they don't pay by the 8th, it automatically turns them off. And then they can make a payment and it turns them back on. One thing I have not got into is subscription. Really hadn't read over that yet to see exactly what that does and the ins and outs of how to set that up. Send a invoice when it's overdue, so they have a invoice and that link to make that payment. Even invoices with a 0 balance, it even sends that as well, so they can have all the records possible about their account. This is in the router that you can actually see in real time the throughput. For each port, latency. You can actually scroll down on this page and actually see the throughput on each port in real time. The RX and the TX in real time. That's about it. It's plain and simple. After you get it set up, it's just automated. You just set up a new client, put all their information in, send them on a package, attach a device for their property, and basically it goes from there. It just does it all by itself. Some of the things are not easy to set up, like the payments to go to Stripe, and you got to go into that account and get certain numbers and configure a little bit, to configure it with the UNMS to basically talk to each other and send information back. So when somebody makes a payment from UNMS, the client's portal, it sends it over to Stripe, accepts the payment, and then Stripe sends information back to the UNMS program and says it's been paid. So the UNMS program says, okay, let's turn them back on. Payment has been received. Confirmation. All automated. Love it. And this is the tower that we're actually working on right now. And it looks like we're going to have to change the AP out because we got 5.0 and it's not quite strong enough to get through some trees that we have around there. So we're going to go down to 2.4, which I've already got that in, been testing it, and looks like it's going to work. So I got to make a schedule to boogity back up there and change the radios. But that is the basics of how the UNMS actually works to run a WISP basically by itself. After you just set up a client, send them a package, that they're going to be set on, it pretty much does it itself after that. You set up a client, set up their package, you attach in the program what CPE hardware that's going to be on their premises, and then it does all the work by itself after that until it has an issue, and that's where the ticketing and scheduling comes in. But other than that, it basically just runs itself. It's frustrating to get it all set up, but after you get it up, it's well worth it. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss any more of the videos. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.